Hello, Sally. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, teacher.
Yes. Wow, you look nice early in the morning. Have you taken a shower yet?
Yes,
Oh, wow, that's good on you because you feel fresh now. Well, me, oh my God, it's already 11 o'clock here, but I haven't taken a shower yet because I did my laundry. What about you? What are your plans for today's Sally?
today, this afternoon, maybe after lunch, I will go to my hometown, and tomorrow I will meet my cousin and spend time with them.
Oh, wow. It's actually so nice, Sally, that it is part of your routine on the weekends to visit your hometown, spend time with your cousin, and play with them. Yes, well, that's great. So, anyway, for today, we are still at Unit 4, which is about at the hotel, right? So, if you can recall, Sally, which word did we stop or in which vocabulary in here that we haven't discussed yet, because I'm 100% sure that we are done with all of it, like
Yes, yeah,
and the deposit box. So
yes,
probably
but
we're still here in the more words, right?
yes.
Okay, so let's just get started with this one instead, receptionist or the front desk. Okay, can you read the definition of it, Sally?
Reception or front desk is the area in the hotel entrance where you can book rooms or ask questions. The receptionist is usually behind a long table.
That's right. And most of the people who are assigned to be in the receptionist area are good looking, or they have a pleasing personality because they have to deal with the clients. Okay, so what is the most important quality a receptionist should have, Sally?
I think the way that they talk, they must be communicative because they meet many guests, and it is very important to make the guest please happy because when before we go to stay in a hotel room, we have to check in first, and we will meet the receptionist first. So it's like if the receptionist is good, we will feel better when staying at that hotel.
That's right. So it could be a great customer service. And yes,
Yes.
you are right that they should be communicative, because one single mistake to the way you communicate with other people will cause a misunderstanding. And of course, as a client, we don't want that to happen. And if you will render a great customer service, then the clients would keep coming back to you. Yes. And aside from that one, Sally, it's also our patience. Yes, if you are a receptionist, you should be patient enough because there are so many different clients that have different personalities. Some of them are kind and some of them are rude. No matter how rude they are to you should remain calm and what's that? Remain professional to them. Okay. Then next we have here guest. What is a guest?
A guest is a person who is staying in a hotel.
Of course, that's right. Okay, so the other word for the guest is a visitor. Yes, it's just that it's very common to use the word guest. Okay. So Sally, like if you were a guest in a five-star hotel. Yeah,
Oh,
because I remember last time that you went to a stay in you went into a different area and you had a nice accommodation, right? Yeah.
yes.
So what's the first thing that you would do?
When I'm getting to the hotel,
Yes, like if
I
you
think
were
I
in
will
yes,
I
sure.
think I will see whether there's a pool or yes, there's a pool or not because I like going to the hotel that include the pool there so that I can swim because I usually go to the beach. Um, Swimming in the beach is not enough for me.
Ah, so you prefer swimming in the pool than in the beach, right?
Yes,
Why is that, Sally?
because it's not very sunny like the beach, and it's sometimes safer than staying in the beach because maybe there's storm or the wave are too big, so the hotel they don't allow the guests to go out the beach. We just stay in and enjoy the pool, swimming pool.
Yes. Yeah, like in some case I agree with you because some there are what we call indoors pool. That way the swimmers won't be hit by the sun and they will not get a sunburn. Yes. And also when we go to the pool, we don't have to deal with our sandy feet or salty hair like that. Okay. It's just that this is only my opinion and my observation. Pool is more polluted than the seawater. Yeah, because the pool water is stagnant unless if it's flowing. And when the pool that when the pool is flowing, the water of that flowing water will still go back to the pool again. Yeah, compared to the beach, let the nature take its course or let the nature handle the pollution like that. Okay, let's say that in the pool there are many kids. So we know that kids would pee in the swimming pool and you as an adult you enjoy swimming there. Oh my god. And you probably drank some water from the pool. So
Oh
that means
no.
you also drank some pee of the children. That is why I'd rather swim I'd rather swim in the sea than in the pool. Yeah, but of course, when I was your age, I prefer going to the pool too because I don't want my hair to be salty. I don't want to deal with the sand like that. Okay. But as I grow up, I realized that oh my God, pool is very polluted. Okay. Anyway, we have here next the lobby. What does it mean?
The lobby is the large area near the entrance, just where you walk into a hotel.
Yes, that's right. So it is actually the main entrance. Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is also where you can wait for your what's that? Wait for your room to be ready. But as much as possible, the hotel staff should make sure that before the guests would arrive, the room is already ready for them. Because we book it in advance. Unless if you walk into that hotel and you ask for, oh, is there some room available for today like that? Then that way you still have to wait at the lobby so that they can get ready with their room. Okay, so Sally, like how can a hotel lobby create a good first impression?
It must be clean and not very unspacious. Enough space to walk, and I think there must be a window so that it can like we can look out and see the view.
Yes, that is so right. Because if the hotel lobby doesn't have any windows, oh my God, that's gonna be so very suffocating. Yes,
Yeah.
and we cannot see, oh, what day is it already? Is it still dark outside or is it still bright like that or the sky is still bright? And aside from being clean, which is the top priority, they should also have a friendly and accommodating staff. Yeah, because when you enter as a guest, then everyone, even the security guard, because the first person that we would meet when we enter the lobby is a security guard. They will open the door for you. They should be accommodating and welcoming, like, hello, sir, good morning, good like that, good morning, ma'am, welcome to hotel, blah, blah, blah. Then followed by other staffs who would actually greet you. Oh, can I help you with your luggage? Like that. Yeah, so that is another impression that would actually last a lifetime for every guest. And next we have here room service. What does it mean?
Room service is if a hotel has room service, it will bring food or drinks to your room.
Yes. So the other word for room service is what we call in-room dining. You're
Ah,
going to dine inside your room. It's just that whenever you avail a room service, expect that it is a little bit pricey than the usual price whenever that you go outside. Yes. But it's more convenient because imagine that you just arrived from your place in the hotel. I know. Let's say that you travel um from Vietnam to Korea. Okay. Then you arrive the same day. You traveled today and you also arrived the same day in Korea. Then at the airport, you dealt with a lot of stress like that. You go through with a lot of stress because we know that airport is a very stressful place like that. Then after the airport, you immediately check in. So expected that you are very exhausted from all the travel. You probably have some headache because of traveling. So you don't want to go anymore. So availing the room service is so much convenient than going outside. You just have to take a shower, sleep, you just have to take a shower, call them that you want to, oh, hold on. Like call them that you want to, yeah, because someone's calling me and this is like the manager from the other company that I work in. I just
oh,
wonder
it's
why she's
okay.
calling. Yeah. Did you
Uh,
hear that sound?
you can turn off the mic.
Oh, it's all right. I didn't answer. Yeah. Because whenever that, you know what, like aside, since we're talking about someone who's calling me, the proper way to, it's actually not professional to immediately call someone without texting first. Like that. That is why whenever that somebody will call me aside from my family or friends or even my colleagues, like if it's my family, that's of course they can call me anytime. But if it's just my colleagues like that or other people, I don't answer whenever they don't text me first.
Oh.
Yeah. That is that is actually what we call professionalism. So when you need something from someone, text first before you call like that because you don't know that they are doing something or that, so that's why I would just leave my phone ringing or decline the call instead. Yeah, because if you are the person who wants something from that other person, then you will let them know first what do you want like that. Don't call them immediately unless if it's really emergency, and I think that's not just emergency. So anyway, where are we? Oh my God, so much advertisement.
A
So
room
we are now
service.
here. Yeah, room service. So yeah, what I was telling you earlier is it's more convenient to avail room service after a long flight. That way you just have to eat, get ready, sleep. Then by the next day, you will start with your itinerary. Okay, then next we have here suite.
Suite.
What does it mean?
Suite is the most luxurious room in a hotel.
Yeah, so this is what we call luxury room. Okay, so actually, it's not just at the hotel, Sally. Even when you go in the hospital, the most expensive type of room is the suite room. Yes. Okay, this is not just a regular room that you can get. This is the most fancy. Yeah. Okay, then here we have bill.
View is a piece of paper with information about how much you have to pay for the hotel room.
Yes. Okay, so that is what the bill is. So in other words, we call that one invoice or what we call yeah, invoice like that. Can you send me an invoice? Then that means you have to send them the bill. Okay. So Sally, since you even though that you are still a student and you're not working yet, I'm 100% sure that you bought many things already and you encountered bills. Yeah, I'm not
Ye-
talking about the big ones like electricity bills, water bills, because of course your parents are still paying that one for you. Okay, but since we're talking about bill, have you ever been overcharged on a bill, Sally?
Overcharge, what does it mean? It means the bill is too expensive, or I just pay more money than I need.
Yes, the second one that you said, like, let's say
Um,
that this room it only costs $100. Okay, on their advertisement and on their what's that? On the app that we book.
yes.
However, they charge us 150. So that is overcharge.
No, because usually I just buy something when I go out, go to the shopping mall with my friends, and it just not online shopping. So I just look at the amount that it costs on the paper and then pay it. So I'm never overcharged.
Ah, all right. Well, that's great because it never happened to you. So what would you do if you are overcharged?
I will ask for reasons. Maybe the time that I see the in the like the previous cost is when it's on sale, but when I buy it, it is not on sale anymore. So I will ask for reason why.
Yes, because of course you deserve the right to know what causes the other charges like that.
Yes.
Because whenever that you're a business owner, you should put a price and put something that without hidden charges. Yeah, because the hidden charges sometimes causes misunderstanding between the customer and the seller. Okay. So here we have hotel manager.
Manager. Hotel manager is the person in charge of the hotel and the staff who work there.
Yes, so we call that one general manager. Oh, who is your general manager here? So we are referring to the hotel manager. Or this term is very specific for the manager working in the hotel. But in other industry, we just can call it general manager like that. In the bank, we call it, oh, who is your branch manager? Like the one who is actually in charge in holding our branch. Okay, at school, who is the manager? It is the school principal,
Yes.
like that. Okay, what about in your home? Who is the manager there?
I think my mom.
Of course, that is your mom. There's no other manager in our house. It must be our mothers. Okay, then we have in here air
Air
conditioning.
conditioning. Air conditioning is a machine that produces cold air.
Yes. So you know what? Like other people would just call it AC,
Ah,
especially like English speaking people, like Americans, British, like that. They would say, "Oh, can you please turn on the AC?" Then you'll be like, "Oh, what's AC?" TV? Like that. No, that refers to air conditioning or aircon, like that. AC. Okay, then here we have heating.
heating is a machine that produces warm air.
Yes, heating. Or we call this one heater. Yeah. Like actually, when we say heater, there are so many kinds of heater. Like electric kettle, we call that one heater too to give us a warm water. So when it comes to temperature, we call it heating because aside from the AC that gives us cold temperature or cold air, heater is the opposite. So this is very common to a place where there is a winter season. Yeah. AC is very common for our countries because sometimes, especially summer, it's gonna be so hot, so we need the AC. But for people who live in an area where winter is common, they need this kind of machine. Okay, then next we have balcony.
Balcony is an area on the outside of a room with a railing, a gourd, or barrier around it.
Yes. Do you know, Sally, that whenever that we book a room that has a balcony on it, then we have to pay extra for it. Why do you think is that,
Because the balcony, um if the room has have the balcony, it will be more convenient because we can look at the view, we can look out the view, and there's the wind come into the room, so it's cooler and also more comfortable than the room without the balcony. But I think in Vietnam every room have balcony, so we don't need to pay any cost to
Wow,
have a room with a
really?
balcony.
Oh, that's so nice because you know what? Here in the Philippines, like in every hotel, there are different rooms. Some rooms would have, I mean, some rooms would have would include a balcony in front, and some rooms don't have balcony too. So whenever that you're gonna book a room that has a balcony or what we call beachfront room, that you will expect that it is a little expensive than the one without a balcony. Yes, and also when I traveled in Thailand, same thing. Like yeah, they would charge you extra if that room comes with a balcony view like that. And we also tried booking a room that doesn't have balcony and it doesn't have window. But oh my God, that was the most terrible feeling that we had because we didn't know whether it's date. Is it morning already or is it still dark like that? And we feel very suffocated that time. So yeah, that first ever experience that we had will never come again because we would never ever book a room without any window or a balcony because we traveled on a budget. That's why it happened to us. Yeah. But if you don't want that one to happen to you, so it's better to book a room with at least it has a window, or if you want to have a nice view, then it should be a beachfront room or it comes with a balcony. All right. And here, Sally, we have the view.
The
So you know already what a view means. That means scenery. Okay, so what is the most beautiful view that you've ever seen, Sally?
the most beautiful view as well as the most beautiful place that I used to go is Dalat City. It's very, very beautiful. It's not a beach place. There's no beach there, but
Mm,
because it's like highland, their mountains, hills, and everything there is very beautiful. From the weather, the weather is cold all year round, and the scenery, there are many flowers growing all year round. So when I come there, I just love looking at the flowers all day.
all right. Well, that's nice. So what's one thing that you like about Dalat, Sally?
The weather, it's
The
cold all
weather.
year
Mm-hmm.
round. Yes.
Oh, wow, like extremely cold or just I don't know how to
It's
say it.
not.
Like what's the temperature?
Maybe just I think 10 degree, or sometimes in the winter it will be colder than a normal day.
Ah, all right. Well, that is perfect place to live in. Yeah, Dalat. All right, thank you for sharing that one, Sally. So next, we are done with view. So we have here floor of the building.
Or
Okay,
the
so actually,
second, yes. Do I need
continue.
to read it?
Yes, please.
The second floor of a building, for example, refers to the second level of that building with all the rooms on it.
Yes. So if somebody would ask you, oh, like how many stories are there in that building? And so they're referring to how many floors that does that building have, like that. So you can actually say, oh, I live in the third floor in room like that. Or I book a room in the third floor in room 302 like that. Then yeah, it actually refers to the level of the building. So Sally, would you prefer a hotel room on a higher floor or on the lower room?
On the higher floor because I can look at the view from above and it's more significant view when we look from the high place.
Yes, that's right. And it actually feels nice to be on top with everyone. You'll be like, "Oh my God, I can see the city lights. Oh, how small those cars are." Like that. It's like flying in an airplane. Okay. Then next we have here check-in.
Check in. When you check into a hotel, you go to the front desk and tell them what you have arrived. Tell them that you have arrived.
Yes, all right. So you can just say, hi, good morning. I'd like to check in under AM's booking." Like that. So that means you're telling them that, oh, I finally arrived and I want to use the room that I booked yesterday. Okay, now next we have checkout.
Check out is when you check out, you go to the front desk and tell them that you're leaving. You haven't paid at this point.
Yes, that's right. So this is the opposite of check-in. So Sally, have you ever checked out late from a hotel?
Yes, sometimes, just sometimes, because most of the time we go to the beach or go somewhere. It's in the summer, so there's many guests. We can't check out late often, but sometimes when the hotel are very good and we don't want to go home just too early, so my dad or my mom just call the receptionist and ask for a checkout late, maybe 1 or 2 hour later.
Yes. Okay, so by the speaking of checkout time, what is the usual checkout time in your country?
Mm, at about 12 p.m.
Oh, the same thing here. Like the check-in time is around 2 o'clock. Like, yeah, usually at 2 o'clock. Then the checkout time is 12 o'clock, like that. Okay,
Oh
and whenever
yes,
that you check out a little bit late, like later than 3 hours or 2 hours, then that means they're going to charge you for the
yes,
excess.
extra.
Y- Yeah. But if you're just going to check out, let's say that the checkout time is 12 o'clock and you're going to check out at 12:05, that's fine.
Oh
They will
yes, just
consider it
five
enough.
minutes.
Yeah, just 5 minutes. So they will not charge you for that one. But before that your checkout time is over, they're going to give you a call. Like, hello, ma'am, sir, good morning. We'd like to remind you for your checkout time at 12 o'clock today. Would you like to extend more like that if only the room is available? But it rarely happens because most of the time that room someone already booked it. Yeah, so if
Yes.
you can extend your stay if only the room is available. Okay. Then next we have in here wake up call.
Wake up call is a telephone call from the hotel that will wake you up at a certain time.
Yes. So you know what? I always use this one, Sally. Whenever I travel and I have a flight, they would actually ask me like, "Oh, what time is your flight tomorrow?" Then you can say that, "Oh, my flight is at 8 o'clock." Then they will say, "Oh, do you want to avail a wake up call?" So this is actually for free. So they will give you a call in your room to wake you up. But I don't just depend on them. I also set my own alarm clock for me to wake up. Yes.
Yes.
And whenever that my flight is 5 o'clock, I will tell them, oh, give me a call at 3 o'clock. I will always give an allowance for myself. Yeah, just in case that I don't wake up so that we won't miss the flight. Anyway, Sally, so the last one in here is just reservation, and you already know what that one. So finally, we
Yes.
finish all the words in here, and tomorrow we'll continue with the useful expressions. It's already time, so I'm not gonna hold you for long. So enjoy the rest of the day, and thank you for your time. Goodbye, Sally.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye.